Well, ladies and gentlemen, the support from the United Kingdom has been tremendous, and it's indeed a matter of great privilege and pleasure that Mr. Ian Felton, the British Deputy High Commissioner, is on the podium. I would now request the UK, on behalf of the UK High Commission, Mr. Ian Felton to address all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Ian Felton.
Do we have the slide? I'm just waiting for the slide to come up, but firstly, let me just say good morning to everybody, and thank you for coming. Thank you for the introduction, and to IESA, Mr. Menon, and to colleagues and business and delegates, everybody here this morning. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, we've got the slide up now. So the first slide, there's about 150 slides. So, no, there's about, in the best traditions of presentations, there are about 2 substantive slides. So pay attention. This might go quickly. So firstly, the front slide is really to introduce myself and my team. So if you're looking to know about the UK and what we do on ICT and your business, that's the website to take a note of. The Twitter handle below is mine, which I Twitter about whatever we're doing. So firstly, let me introduce myself properly. I'm Ian Felton. I'm the British Deputy High Commissioner based here in Bangalore with responsibilities for Karnataka. I've been here for about 2.5 years. I think it's a wonderful place to do business. It's a wonderful place to live. And so the team and I are very happy to be here. We're here to build deeper UK-India partnerships. We have regular visits by British ministers and experts and companies, and I'll mention some of our wonderful companies who are here today a little bit later on. But my key message today is that the UK is the best place in Europe for your business, for trade and investment. It will help India achieve and IESA achieve its objectives about what the title of our conference today. So let me set out why Indian companies already work with the UK and flag up some business opportunities for those of you who are not yet working with us. Okay, so I'm plugging this website quite a lot. Basically, when you get to the website, you can see our wonderful booklet on how the UK is doing business, but there are a number of reasons why you should choose to work with the UK. And the UK is a world leader in semiconductor design. And this capability arises from 2 main sector drivers. First, the academic powerhouses of world-leading engineering universities are based in the UK. And second, the growth in fabless business model, or outsourcing the fabrication of silicon wafer manufacturing. This allows us to reduce the cost of market entry for innovative companies who bring new value propositions to the market. Fabless enables a larger number of new businesses to exploit openings in the design supply chain, which is so valuable, so working up the value chain. The UK's electronics design market is home to Europe's largest independent semiconductor design industry, with about half the market in application-specific integrated circuit design. Most of the world's major semiconductor companies have a UK design and support operation, and many also manufacture. Now, it was mentioned a little bit earlier about the role of government. It's unfortunate the minister has gone, but I'm sure that his colleagues who are still here will agree with me that the role of government is as a facilitator. So the UK government funding initiatives offer a supportive and promising environment for the continued development of the semiconductor and electronic design sector. It's a big part of our economy. We take it very seriously. The UK has many world-leading research programs operating at the cutting edge of semiconductor technologies, both for silicon and newer semiconductor materials, and we're looking for partners, so that's why I'm here today. I would say that many, 17 out of 25 of the major global semiconductor and electronic design companies have already established a UK base. And that includes Arm, originally from Cambridge, but have a big operation here, NVIDIA, CSR, and Wolfson, who, as you may know, make the sound that comes out of our Samsung and Apple smartphones. Let me just mention N-Silica, who's based here in Bangalore. I think Ian Lancashire, who's here. He's probably not very shy because he's here to do business. So I don't know if Ian wants to stick his arm up in the air. He may have gone out for networking. Anyway, Ian came a couple of years ago and wondered whether Bangalore was a good place to do business. He's now in production and doing chip design. He's here. He's very comfortable. Bangalore is a good place to do business. So the UK offers access to the best scientific and research and development talent in Europe. We have a deep and diverse network of research and development talent in the world-leading centers of excellence in academia. Academia is integrated with the R&D market through centers of excellence and industry sponsorship, which is critical to their success. And the UK is a recognized center of international expertise in semiconductor design. I mentioned business opportunities for the companies that are here. There are three main areas I want to focus on. Firstly, design. There are 150 independent electronic system design houses in the UK. That's more than anyone else in Europe, any other country in Europe. A strong presence of independent test and validation houses are able to assess products during design to ensure compliance, and also to test large volumes of finished products. On consumer electronics, with 9% of the total European semiconductor market, this is an area of opportunity for you. And on medical electronics, an example really for this opportunity is that our world-famous National Health Service will replace 80% of its machinery between 2012 and 2017, according to the National Audit Office. That's a huge opportunity of over £800 million worth of business. Now, some of the companies that are here today from the UK, Veho, Lifestyle Consumer Electronics, Ben Valence, I think over here. I met Ben about 6 months ago at an event in Gatwick Airport, where sometimes when I go back to the UK, I try to make sure that British businesses are aware of the opportunities in Bangalore and India, and they take it up. Veho is a good example of that. Sub10 does wireless telecommunications. Grant Grafton is here. Jaltech Systems, an integrated electronic manufacturing design and service provider, is here. Cooper's Health, which turns smartphones into medical devices for examinations. Buffalo Grid, which helps with off-grid electricity systems through portable solar-powered systems. A&O IT Group, which does IT managed services. And David Happy from Dutton Gregory, who's here to meet people and talk about the importance of government-to-government partnerships and how to leverage that. So, why do business with the UK? Well, we're easy to do business with. The UK offers world-class infrastructure, logistics, and service support. It's fast and easy to get in and out of London, but other parts of the UK, Europe, and the rest of the world. Access to consumer markets in the UK is good, and distribution costs are comparatively low. There is already, as I've mentioned, a significant presence from existing global companies. And I have to spend a minute on the visa system because it comes up quite a lot. I think there's a booklet going around in draft at the moment that we're working on together, which may have been written by someone who was not properly informed. And at the back, you may find a recommendation that says the UK government should drop its £3,000 visa bond. It didn't exist. It's not going to exist in the future. Let me just be clear on that. The UK visa bond was a policy discussion in government. Somehow it got into the media. It never hit the ground. Nobody ever had to pay £3,000. But I think what is useful on that is to flag up the visa system here in Bangalore. We have one of the best business lounges with the VFS office. There's a fast-track system. People who've traveled before can get visas within 5 days or less. If you're willing to go as far as Chennai, you can get a visa in 24 hours. And for business people, the issue rate is about 98%. So I don't like using statistics much on speeches, but a 98% issue rate is pretty good in anybody's books. So please think of us as an open, welcoming business environment, and the visa bond didn't happen. So why else is it easy to do business in the UK? Well, it takes 48 hours to register a company and an average of 13 days to set up a business. I think that's pretty good. The government has got a 10% reduction in corporation tax on patented inventions. It's called the Patent Box. So it's encouraging intellectual work and innovation in the UK. The government is absolutely committed to having the lowest tax regime in the G20. It'll be 20% by next year. And London is the #1 location for business and financial services according to the Global Financial Centres Index of 2013. So I think what all this does is demonstrate an existing capability and a hungry desire to remain at the forefront. In Bangalore, we are creating a platform to exchange links, technologies, and build research collaborations, commercialize technology, and provide access to new markets. And this shows our commitment to work at different levels across industry, academia, and government. And then a good example of that is that we're sponsoring a visit of 4 researchers from IIITB to Cambridge to look at the ESDM research collaboration. I know the Karnataka state government is supportive of business. Last week at the CII Partnership Summit, government got together with business, and it was a very fruitful discussion. And we heard this morning that the minister told us about further support planned for Mysore, which is, for those of you not from Bangalore, is only a couple of hours away by car. And I read in the papers that flights have now resumed as well to Mysore, so it really is very close. Last week I was privileged to join at the inaugural of a biotech company, Theramite, which is a research and development company, which also received Karnataka state government support from its KITVEN fund. This is the week before another important event in Bangalore, which is the internationally known Bangalore Biotech Show. So I'm more convinced now than ever, in over my 2.5 years here in Bangalore, that the coming together of these technologies, the research and the development in Bangalore, highlights this city as the crucible of the next generation of exciting R&D. And I promised you a second slide.